open the video, you have ability to open it. I open my video today. Today we are going to talk about National Teacher Training NTTB Egypt session year 2 training workshop 6 session B discussion. Let's start with today's agenda, our agenda today. We start with an icebreaker, discuss the task, and discuss the videos, micro teaching, and the last one is, this is the last one. Let's start with an icebreaker. What is the difference between two pictures? What do you think they tell their children? What is the role of each one? Look at the picture and try to think. What is the difference between two pictures? Is there an idea? What is the difference between two pictures? We have picture number 1 and picture number 2. What is the difference between two pictures? Mr. Said, can you speak? Mr. Said, you are mute. Miss Wala. Miss Wala is... Miss Wala.
I think she is telling her. She is telling her daughter not to throw litter in the street. She should respect the rules of keeping the streets clean.
To keep the environment clean. Thank you, Ms. Wala. This is a new idea. What do you think? What else? What else? Mr. Said, do you have an idea?
I think they tell them about the importance of the cleaner.
The importance of the cleaner. Great. What else? Today we have some new ideas. What else? Is there an idea else? Is there an idea? Is there an idea? Okay. Who can? But what is the role of each one? Each one, the first picture. What is the role of mother in the first picture? What about the second picture? Mother in the first picture. Do you think it is?
Yes, Mr. AbdulWahab.
Okay, Mr. Rashad, go ahead.
Yes, the mother in picture number 1 is relaxed, and the mother in blue is angry.
Is very angry. The first one is you can see is positive, and the other is negative. Okay, let's check what they tell their children. The first one says, if you study well, you will be able to make a better world for him. What about the second one? The second one says, if you don't study well, you will end up like him. I think the first one, to motivate them, is a positive, but in the second is a negative. The role of the mother in the first picture is positive and the other is negative. Let's go to match the sub-skills of digital literacy with their definitions. We have focus on connections, focus on redesign, focus on information, and focus on language. These are the tips. I want you to read them clearly and try to match them with the sub-skills. I give you 1 minute. Read them quickly and try to match. Who can answer? Are you ready? Who can answer? Is there an idea? Who can answer? The first one, what is this? Who can? Miss Nihad, I want to hear your voice today. We are 23 participants. I want to hear your voice today. This is the last one. Okay, who can? Mr. Hab. Mr. Hab Said, are you ready? All of you are muted. What is the matter? Today is the last one. Are you angry with me? Who can answer? Mr. Said, what do you think? Oh, Mr. Said, he is not here. Who? Mr. Ibrahim Al-Husseini. Are you ready? Miss Nashwa. Miss Wala, are you ready? All of you are muted. What's the matter today? The first one is focus on redesign. The second is focus on language. The third is focus on connections. The fourth is focus on information. Let's go to the second exercise. These are some activities. I want you to listen clearly and try to think, what is this activity called? Where does she get the text? And the other question, how does she use the activity to focus on language points? Now listen to it clearly and try to think, what is this activity called? Where does she take, where does she get the text? How does she use activity to focus on? Let's start.
This is how I do it. I look at the next story text in the book, or find a story, or even make one up, which is at the correct vocabulary, grammar, and interest level of the students. Then I introduce a title and invite the learners to call out all the vocabulary they can think of around this. This will help them later. I divide the class into groups of 3 if possible, pairs if not. Then, if the learners are young, I tell them we're going to play a game. I read out the story to them at normal speed and ask them to listen carefully to understand it.
The first reading allows the students to get the general idea of the text. Then Daphne reads it again, but gives them a task.
Then I say that this time when I read it, they can write down important words or phrases. Then I ask the groups to see how much of the story they can reconstruct together. I give a time limit to this and monitor to see where there are problems.
At this point, Daphne says that she usually asks her students to specially check a grammar item, for example, the present tense or articles, something that they're working on. If you have taken or adapted the text from your book, it will contain a new aspect of grammar or vocabulary that has recently been introduced.
Then, if there's room and time, I join 2 groups together to make 6. If not, they stay in their groups of 3.
Now she asks the groups to tell her, sentence by sentence, what the original text was.
Following this, I reconstruct the text on the board by getting each group to provide a sentence or phrase. The rest of the groups usually call out their differences, and we all look at meaning and form. And if it's correct, we accept it as an alternative.
By accepting a variety of versions, you demonstrate that there are different ways to express the same idea in English.
Okay, what is this activity called? Do you have an idea about this activity? Where does she get the text? Who can answer? Who can answer? Miss Ines, can you go, Miss Ines? Can you?
Storytelling. Storytelling.
Storytelling.
Telling stories.
Telling stories.
Yes.
You mean the chain story? Do you mean with chain
No,
story?
reading. After reading, while reading. After reading. Sorry, while reading. After reading.
Okay, there is an idea. There is another idea. Mr. Rahab, do you think it is a story, telling story or chain story?
Yes, I think so.
You can think so. Is there an idea? I think it is a dictogloss activity. Where does this is the difference between chain story? Chain story means the pupils can make the story or they create the story, but in this they are listening to the text and try to write words or phrases. Not chain story. Chain story, they are creating the story. Okay?
Okay.
Where does she get the text? She gets the text from what?
From the book.
Okay, from the textbook. She uses text from her course book, or she makes on her side. How does she use the activity to focus on language and points?
She chooses the story, divided class
Okay.
into groups.
Okay.
Read the first, then she read it another time for main ideas, and then she read it again for specific ideas. Then she focuses on vocab, grammar. Ask a group to say sentences from the story, and then ask them to write the sentences on the board.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Hab. Thank you so much.
No.
First, she asks them to write down important words or phrases. Later, she might ask them to use the text to focus on grammar items they might have learned already. Often, course book texts include language and has been recently introduced. Again, there are some activities again. I want you to listen again. What is this activity called? What is the aim of this activity, and how can we use this in the class?
Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune.
Mercury is the closest planet to the sun. Venus comes next, it's the hottest one. Earth comes third, the only life that we know. Mars has the largest canyon and volcano.
Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune.
The gassy planet Jupiter, the largest you will find. Saturn has rings around the outside. Uranus is funny cause it spins on its side. Neptune looks blue, the coldest of its kind.
Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Okay, get ready. We're gonna say all the planets really, really, really fast. Can you keep up? We're gonna say all the planets from the first to the last. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune.
Okay, what is this activity called? This is the first. What is the aim of this activity? How can we use it in your class? The first one, what is this activity called? Who can answer? Who can answer?
Planet song. Planet song.
This is a planet song. This is a song about the
Song
planets.
about-
Okay. What is the aim of this activity? The aim is
Describes each planet, its place, and its nature.
Learn.
okay. Okay, Mr. Hab. They are explaining the planets and the solar system. I think it's very, 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 very useful, this song for children or for pupils, especially in primary 2, because the words is very, very difficult for them. But in song, I think it's very easy for them. This is in my opinion. How can we use it in the class? How can you use it in the class? Is there an idea? How can you use it in a class?
Let the pupil listen to the song first. Then I'll
Okay.
ask them some questions about the title of the song. Then we'll move to the details. He will listen to the song again once or twice with lyrics. Then we will focus on the particular verbs or tenses or aspects or grammar that I am going to teach the song to improve it. I focus on the vocabulary, idioms, expressions, whatever it is used to present.
Okay, thank you, Miss Salah. Miss Salah means that she asks the pupils to write the idioms or any phrases we can get from this song. It's very, very, very important for, especially for primary 2. I think so. This is in my opinion. Let's go to some ideas for using flashcards. if you want to use flashcards, I think it's very, very important, this video. I hope you like it. How many activities are there? Try to think of these questions. What are these activities? And the last one, do you like these ideas and what? Now listen to the activity and try to think how many activities and what are these activities. Listen
resource for teaching vocabulary. Here are some activities you can use. When introducing or revising a set of flashcards with the children, use the technique flash. Get the children's attention. Everyone looking this way, please. Are you ready? And then show them the flashcard. Children, identify what's on the flashcard. It's an elephant. Yes, very good. Be ready to remodel or recast if they respond in their first language. An alternative way of doing this is to use the technique slowly, slowly. In this case, cover the flashcard that you're going to use and gradually reveal the picture. Children, identify what's on the flashcard as soon as they can recognize it. It's a giraffe. Yes, very good. Do an initial flashcard activity with the children. Stick the flashcards on the board. Get the children to repeat the words. Elephant, giraffe, whale, zebra, ostrich, tiger. This activity is called What's Missing. Ask the children to close their eyes and cover their eyes with their hands. Demonstrate this. Remove one of the flashcards from the board and hide it behind your back. Ask the children to open their eyes and say, what's missing? It's the whale. Very good. Play Magic Eyes. Stick the flashcards that you're going to use in a row on the board. 6 is a good number to use, as this is within the number that children can retain in their short-term memory. Get the children to repeat the words with you in a rhythmic way. So, zebra, tiger, elephant, ostrich, whale, giraffe. And zebra, tiger, elephant, ostrich, whale, giraffe. When you think the children are doing this confidently, remove the first flashcard and continue in the same way. Zebra, tiger, elephant, ostrich, whale, giraffe. Zebra, tiger, elephant, ostrich, whale, giraffe. Remove the second flashcard in the same way and repeat the sequence with the children again. Can you do any more? Yes, we can. Remove the next one. Zebra, tiger, elephant, ostrich, whale, giraffe. Now, in a little simple activity like that, you're helping to train children's memory. You're encouraging children to have a visual representation of the image and to associate it with the word. Do a lip reading activity. Stick the flashcards on the board. Get the children's attention. Everybody looking this way, please. Are you ready? I'm going to say one of the words and I want you to tell me what it is. Are you ready? Elephant. Very good. With a little activity like that, you're actually giving children a strategy which is very helpful when you're learning a foreign language. Because if you look at people's lips when they speak, it can help you understand what they say. Make up little flashcard riddles using other language and vocabulary that's familiar to the children. For example, it's big and grey, it's got a trunk and a tail. What is it? The elephant. Very good. What about this one? It's got black and orange stripes. It's very fierce. What is it? The tiger. Very good. In an activity like this, you're putting the lexis the children are learning in a context of other language they already know. Use the flashcards to play an action game. I call this one flashcard groups. Divide the class into groups of 3 to 5 children. Assign each group a flashcard. For example, Group 1, your giraffes. Group 2, your ostriches. Group 3, your whales, and so on. Give the groups instructions in the following way. For example, touch your nose, tigers. Wave your hands, ostriches. Put your hands on your head, elephants. When you give instructions, it's important to say the instruction first and the flashcard second. In this way, the children will keep listening until they know whether the instruction applies to their group. You can also increase or decrease the level of challenge depending on whether you do the action yourself as well or not. For example, if you touch your nose.
Okay. How many activities are there? This is the first question. What are these activities? The second question.
7.
The third question.
7 activities.
Okay, there are 7 activities. Okay. What are these activities?
Flash, slowly.
Flash, slowly. Okay.
What's missing?
What's missing? Okay.
Lip reading.
Lip reading.
Lip reading. Okay.
Flashcard groups.
Flashcards, riddles. Okay.
Magic eyes.
Magic eyes. Great.
Flashcards is the group.
Flashcards groups. Okay. There are 7 activities. Do you like these ideas and why? Do you like these ideas? Who can answer? Mr. Said?
Yes, sure. They create good atmosphere.
Sure.
They create good atmosphere. Some of them use puzzles, and the students like to do puzzles.
Okay. You can say it make a good atmosphere, a great atmosphere. Yes. Okay. Is there an idea? Is there an idea? Who can give me another idea? Miss Wala, Miss Ines, Miss Rahab.
It deals with
Miss Ines. Okay, go on.
It deals with all the differences, pupils, individual differences between all pupils.
Okay, it is suitable to all the variety. They are different activities according to the levels of the students or their abilities. Okay, what else?
We can use them to revise words, memorize words.
Okay, they help them to memorize the words and make their brain, they make them think. I think it's a kind of critical thinking. They help them to think of the words and try to think. She asks them to describe animals. Okay.
I think they are suitable for most of the vocabulary in the primary course.
Okay, I choose them for us because we are teachers in primary cycle. I think it's very important from primary 1 to primary 6. I think so. Okay.
Yes, Mr. AbdulWahab.
Go on, Ms. Rasha.
Go on. I think we can make some enjoyment in the class.
Okay, they can make fun. They have fun. They can make enjoyment in the class. Okay, go on, Ms. Rasha. We hear you. Okay, let's think about what activities would you rather. Go on, Ms. Wala. We hear you.
I think the most effective flashcards include is the one that include one question followed by the answer. Gives the pupils a chance to think, not to memorize what they are seeing. Gives their brain to a chance to remember the things that they can see in the card. يعني
روحوا اقعدوا اتمشوا.
in
عايزه ما اسمعش اي حاجه منك.
It helps them to memorize the words and think of the words and memorize them. Okay. Which activities would you rather use to teach this lesson? If you want to teach this lesson, which activities would you like to use to teach this lesson? Who can? How can we teach this lesson? Things are made. How things are made?
Real objects. I use real objects.
We can use real object. Okay, we can use cards. What else? How can we teach with them? How can you teach this lesson?
We
Is
can
there an
use
idea? Okay, Mr. Hab.
we can use the real objects to present the new words. Then we can say the steps of making things, or how can we make things.
Okay, we can explain how can we make a bread and how can we make a t-shirt. You mean that? Okay, you use realia. You can use cards. You can make lines between you can stick the cards on the board and we can make lines. How can we change from wheat to flour and the other bread? You can use some bread and we can use a t-shirt as well. Now we have the last part of the session. I don't use many slides for that. I want to hear your voice today, inshallah. The last one, have fun. We have finished, and this is many thanks for all of you. And the last one, I make this video to apologize for everyone as angry with me for this year. Please listen to it carefully, and I thank all of you.
Thanks, my dear friends. I hope you have a good time. I apologize for everyone angry with me. I tried only to encourage you to participate and share your ideas. We must improve and update our knowledge and information. Please put in your mind these words. First, practice makes perfect. Then, never stop learning because life never stops teaching. Your friends, Mr.AbdulWahab. Goodbye, good luck.
Thank you, all of you. I want at last, I ask you to say your name and your school, please. We are 35 participants. I hope that I make this. We have 10 minutes. Thank you, Miss. I ask each one of you. Okay, we start with Miss Wafa. Go on, Miss Wafa. Your name and your school, please. Miss Wafa Muhammad. Go on.
Yes.
Your name and your school, please.
وفاء محمد السيد.
Okay. School.
وفاء محمد السيد النجاح برايمري سكول.
Thank you, Miss Wafa.
Miss Wala. Primary school.
Thank you, Miss Wala.
ولاء السعيد إبراهيم سمبلون District Governmental Language School.
Thank you, Miss Wala. Miss Rahab.
رحاب السيد محمود شجرة الدور Primary School.
Thank you, Miss Rahab. Mr. Said.
السيد عبد العزيز السعيد الشهيد الليثي Primary School. Thank you, Mr. AbdulWahab, and thank you all my teachers. These texts were very, very great, and we learned a lot from you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for all of you. I tried only to make something different. I hope that. Miss Hala Hamza. Go on, Miss Hala Hamza.
هالة حمزة السيد مدرسة الشهيد محمد الأنصاري.
Okay, thank you, Miss Hala. Miss Ines, we hear your voice today. Your name, please, Miss Ines.
الناس شحات السعيد طنبول برايمري سكول.
Thank you, Miss Ines. Miss سماح.
ربنا يخليك.
سماح عبد الرؤوف محمد ده أحمد كامل برايمري سكول.
Okay. Miss عبير أحمد. Miss عبير أحمد. Miss عبير أحمد حامد. Mr. أحمد مهدي. Mr. أحمد مهدي. Mr. أحمد مهدي. Mr. أحمد سامي. Mr. أحمد سامي.
أحمد عبدو. Yes, Mr. Ahmed.
Go on, Mr.
Ahmed
Ahmed.
Sami Abdu, Mid Gharita Primary School.
Thank you, Mr. Ahmed. Thank you so much. Mr. Ahmed is very helpful for me. Thank you. And Mr. Said, I thank all of you so much. Miss Abir Ahmed Hamid already. Miss Abir Muhammad. Miss Abir Muhammad Ali. Mahmoud Ali. Sorry. Miss Abir Mahmoud Ali. Mr. Ashraf. Mr. Ashraf Muhammad. Go on, Mr. Ashraf.
Abu Bakr Primary School.
Yes.
Thanks a lot
Thank
to
you.
Mr. Wahab.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ashraf Al-Imam.
Mr. AbdulWahab.
Go on, Mr. Ashraf. Go on.
أشرف الإمام النجاح Primary School.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ashraf. Mr. Abir Ahmed Hamid, I don't hear your voice today. Miss Amal Abdurrahman, are you ready? Miss Amal Abdurrahman, go on, please, quickly. We don't have much time. Miss Amal.
Yes, Mr.
Go on, Miss Amal.
Yes.
Miss Wala Mustafa, are you ready?
Yes.
Go on,
Yes.
Miss Wala Mustafa.
Yes.
Go on.
Yes. Miss ولاء مصطفى شهيد الأنصار.
Thank you so much, Miss Wala. Thank you so much, Miss.
Please,
Okay, Miss Rasha. Okay, go on.
رشا أحمد محمد السيد. رشا
Thank
أحمد
you.
محمد السيد.
Okay.
أخو الأقلام Primary School.
Thank you so much, Miss Amira Ibrahim. Miss Amira Ibrahim, are you ready? Go on, Miss Amira.
أميرة إبراهيم عبد الحميد مدرسة أحمد لطفي السيد برايمري سكول.
Thank you, Miss Amira. Thank you so much. Miss دعاء حسين. Are you ready? Miss دعاء حسين. Miss دعاء محمد. Miss دعاء حسين. Miss دعاء محمد. هالة توفيق. Miss هالة توفيق. Miss Amal, go on, Miss. We hear you. Miss Amal. Are you ready?
Yes. أمل عبد الرحمن أبو معاطي مدرسة. Yes.
Go on. Your school, please.
Yes. عثمان جاد المشترك التعليم الأساسي.
Thank you so much, Miss Amal. دعاء حسين. Miss دعاء حسين. Are you ready?
دعاء محمد.
Okay, go on, Miss دعاء.
دعاء محمد عمر بن الخطاب برايمري سكول طوق.
Thank you, Miss دعاء. Thanks so much. Miss Amira, Miss Amira Ibrahim, we hear your voice today. Miss Hala Tawfiq, we hear your voice today. Miss Hala Tawfiq, are you ready? Mr. Ibrahim Al-Husseini, are you ready? Mr. Ibrahim.
Ibrahim Al-Husseini, القناة برايمري سكول.
Thank you, Mr. Ibrahim. We hope to hear your voice today. Miss Marwa Ali.
Mr. Wahab.
Thank you so much. Miss Marwa Ali, are you ready? Miss Mona Idris, thank you so much, Miss Mona Idris. I hope you have a good time with us. Miss Mona Idris, very pleasure you join us today. If you like to say your name, it's very kind of you. Miss Nashwa Yahya. Miss Nashwa Yahya.
نشوى يحيى محمد مدرسة شيخ محمد أحمد الطنبارة.
Thank you, Miss Nashwa. Miss Nihad Kamal. Are you ready? Nihad, are you ready, Miss Nihad? Miss Noha Ahmed, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Go on.
نهى أحمد عبد العظيم ابن الوليد برايمري سكول.
Thank you, Miss Noha. Miss Riham Hilal, Miss Riham, I'm sorry if I pronounce it correctly.
ريهام هلال عبد اللطيف حبيب برايمري سكول.
Thank you, Miss Nihan. Miss Wala Abdurrahman Wafa Muhammad, we hear your voice. Miss Wala Abdurrahman.
ولا عبد الرحمن عبد الخالق مدرسة النجاح بطوق.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you. Miss إيمان بدر.
إيمان بدر لطفي الزرقي الابتدائي.
Thank you, Miss إيمان.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Miss هبة منصور. Miss هبة منصور, are you ready? Go on, Miss هبة.
Yes,
we have 3 minutes only. Go on, Miss هبة.
هبة منصور غنيم مدرسة الشهادة البغدادي برايمري سكول.
Thank you so much. The other participant don't active the sound. Miss أميرة فتحي, Miss إيمان محمود عبد الوهاب, Miss إيمان طلحة, Miss سلوى الزعفراني, Miss ولاء عبد الحكي عبد الخالق, Mr. أحمد البنداري. Thank you so much. I hope you have a good time with me.
Mr. أحمد ماد إسماعيل.
Mr. أحمد, go on, Mr. أحمد.
أحمد ماد إسماعيل كفر عزام الجديد.
Thank you, Mr. أحمد.